here. All right. We got. Can you hear me good, Joe? Or average Joe? Let's see. Loud and clear. All right. I just decided to do the spur of the moment. I got some, just looking at DraftKings, and I got some plays that I really like. Carson, some stuff that really caught my eye. Some showdown plays I think will be good. Um, Recap of some stuff. Let's see. I'm gonna give it a minute just to see if anyone else comes in here, because I don't know if I'm gonna post this on YouTube or not afterwards. Let's see. All right, we got a couple. All right, while we wait, I'm just gonna do a little recap of today. I think Vic is in a perfect spot. Would have been nice if he made a couple of those birdies down the stretch. Had a nice look on 17, missed the one on 15, but overall, can't ask for much of a better spot. I think we're gonna get a winner from that -2, -1 area, and I think the +1 guys are live too. I mean, was Vic in ninth? He was total in strokes gained, 100 in putting. Yeah, I like that. And his putting stroke looked good. Most important thing here is guys who are hitting it straight off the tee. And his off the tee swing seems pretty good. Definitely positive regression candidate. Um, the Nakajima top Asian I like a lot too. He hit the ball the best of all the Asians, I think. That was 20-1, so I'm really happy where we stand with that. Henrik not so good for the top Swede and for all those placement bets, but that +3 doesn't look as bad as it did this morning. I think there's still plenty of chances to get back in this tournament. Total score. I mean, I don't want to say you can spend that money already, but I mean, it seems pretty unlikely that anyone is going to get to 16 under. Look at the conditions today. It was probably the most favorable scoring conditions you're going to see all week long, and guys still struggled a decent amount. So I don't think anyone's getting to 16 under. So I posted that ticket, put 500 on it. I wish I put 5,000 on it, but I mean, I really struggle to see that thing not cashing. Anyone in the comments think that anyone get to 16 under this week? Doesn't seem likely. But course is great, man. I love the visuals of the course. It looks awesome. The bunkers are great. The bunkers are penal, which are exactly what bunkers are supposed to be. So, you know, and I think the best player this week is going to win. I think this course is set up to allow for that to happen. It happened in 2006, happened in 2014, and with hitting fairways, so important and at a premium, finding the right spots on the greens at a premium. So I think, we're in store for a really, really great major championship. Yeah, the course is just absolutely incredible. Looks great. They did an awesome job with it. Setup is great. Like, I think, that's one thing LACC kind of messed up with. The pins on Thursday were a little too easy. Touch on JT. I know. I mean, yeah, it reminds me almost of Spieth and Ricky. Like, where their games kind of fell completely, seemingly out of nowhere, completely faded off, and they were gone for 2 or 3 years. And I don't know, Rick, about JT, man, but 2 straight major rounds in the 80s. He looks absolutely awful. I can't believe people are still wasting money on this guy every week. I don't care if he's 2,000-1. He's not hitting the ball well enough to contend in a golf tournament, never mind win one. He looks awful. He looks really, really bad. But, I mean, no chance at Ryder Cup? I don't think so. I mean, I think if they put him on the Ryder Cup team, that bastardizes the entire process. And then all of a sudden, in future years, there's no rhyme or reason to why you're picking guys just because they're friends with guys on the team or they have a reputation or a pedigree. And he hasn't done enough this year, since his PGA win to warrant a spot. I think the only way he gets on is if he wins a playoff event, but he's not going to be in the playoff event because I don't think he's going to crack the top. How many go to the BMW? 50? I don't think he's going to get there. 60? I don't think that's happening. So unless he plays 3M next week, I haven't checked to see who's committed to that. But if he plays 3M, he has to win it, I think, in order to even get into the FedEx Cup playoffs. So I don't see that happening at all. So if I had to guess right now about the Ryder Cup team, I think you are probably looking at. I wrote this down earlier. I think you're looking at the guys who are automatically qualified right now are Scheffler, Clark, Brooks, Xander, Cantlay, Homa. And the next 6, my guess would be Finau if he puts together a decent week. Spieth, Morikawa, Burns, Ricky. I don't know who else you could put in there. I bet Euros plus 187, and I bet it a year ago, and I bet it again a couple weeks ago, and I would bet it again today. I think that plus 185, 180, 190, 180, I think is a smash for the European team. I truly believe European team wins this one. I think they're going to set up the course the way they want to set it up. I think that's a bet right now. If you haven't bet that yet, go somewhere and bet it, especially if you have a book that has credit. Tommy, rest of the way. Yeah, I was going to talk about some buys and fades here for tomorrow. I said on the show yesterday, the live show, that either Tommy was going to shoot 65-73 or 73-65. So he shot his 66. So I think tomorrow that 72-73 is incoming. I still think he can contend the rest of the way. I don't think this lead's going really anywhere. I think the winner is going to be probably -10, -9. So I don't think he's going to be out of the tournament, but he's definitely not going to play great tomorrow, in my opinion. So first bet, I like. Sorry, it doesn't include him. All right, I get two matchup plays for round 2, and I got 2 lowest round for round 2. My Euro list for the Ryder Cup is a little more difficult because you only get 3 guaranteed spots. Right now it's Rory, Rahm, and McIntyre. There's 3. You know you got Fleetwood, Lowry, Hatton, 6, Hovland, 7, Fitz, that's 8. So you still need 4 more. I mean, that's going to be the tough part of this. Has my transition to golf WRX allowed me to go full-time into golf media and betting? Yes and no. Golf media, yes. So I do think I'll be able to cover events more if I decide to go and cover events live. I'm definitely a full-time media member for WRX, so that's a great thing. Betting-wise, the yes and no is because when I was with Action, I was getting paid per article to do stuff, and now I get paid basically salary, so I can do what I want or not or less or more or whatever I feel like doing. So in the past, I would typically just do a round 2 preview article instead of what I'm doing right now, but I'm not getting paid per article, so I think it's just easier for me to come here and talk, and it's much more fun than having to write a round 2 preview. But yeah, some interesting stuff with that whole transition that I don't know how much I'll get into it, but if you guys coax it out of me, I might. All right. So yes, I need a couple more Euro guys. I mean, the other candidates, I mean, who knows? Jordan Smith. I mean, you get Yannick Paul, who's 4th in the rankings. Moronk will be on the team. You get Rasmus, who might be on the team. Perez. Otegi, I don't think they'll put on, but he's playing all right. Okay, I'll while I wait for more questions and stuff, I'll give you a couple bets. All right, first bet I like that I hit pretty good is Nakajima, low score round 2, 150 to 1. 150 to 1. He's striking it incredibly well right now. He played great today. I tracked his round for a lot of it because I played a lot of him in DK, so I was tracking him for most of the day. He's striking it really, really well. He's losing some strokes putting, but he's confident coming off a win in his last 4 starts, a win, 2 runner-ups, and a third, I think, in his last 4 starts on the Asian Tour. And he was up there in ball striking today, tee to green approach. He gets tees off at 9:30 local time, so he'll get off early. I think round of the day, I think he could shoot 5 under, 6 under, and I think that could be good for round of the day. 150 to 1. I thought that was a nice little play. I put $70 on it, so I believe to win 10,000 or so. So I do like that a lot. And I did a second one, and I don't love this one as much, only because he's an afternoon tee time. But we saw today that Harman was an afternoon tee time. Grillo was an afternoon tee time, and he was able to put a low one together. So I do think it's possible. I'm going to put these bets anywhere. No, I'm going to put it right on here. I guess I'll post it to a live stream. Yeah, early tee times have an edge. I believe the weather looks very similar tomorrow as it was today, and the stroke difference today was about a shot easier in the morning. So you definitely prefer morning guys, but I do think the noon guys have a chance. So the other one I bet was Thunder Bear Olesen, 110 to 1. I love the way he struck it today. He was in top 5 in approach, hit it really well off the tee. He's a guy who can get hot, get birdies in bunches. Problem is he's going off in the afternoon, but like we saw again with Harman and Grillo, it's possible to do that today. He's 110 to 1. So Nakajima 150, Olesen 110, lowest score round 2 on DraftKings. I bet both of those. What do I think about Rahm for tomorrow? Nah, I mean, he could have a good round for sure, but I think to invest in him, especially like you're not getting crazy discounts on what he should be. He's still 20, 30 to 1 to be the lowest round, I'm sure. I don't think he has it right now. I think he's kind of struggling with his game and he's trying to patch it together and he's doing okay because he's a great player, but something's missing. He hasn't had it for a while, so I'm not expecting too much out of him the rest of the way. I wouldn't bet him to win. I don't think you can come into this event, especially what it's asking you to do, and win a major this week. So I want guys who are playing good form, and that's what we've seen in the past Opens in the last few years too. So Xander. So yeah, that goes. I do have a couple bets here that round 2 bets. So first one that I really liked was Ricky over Xander for tomorrow. Ricky was top 5 in the field in strokes gained off the tee. His approach looks bad because he hit 2 in the shit on 18. So his approach isn't going to be. He's not going to have good approach numbers. So, but the off the tee is what really matters. He's putting himself in the fairway. He's in a real good rhythm off the tee. This isn't really a play against Xander. I just think right now Xander has. What is Xander right now? -1 or -2? -1 has 2 shots on Ricky. I think Ricky's going to get back into this thing. I think the afternoon going to play a little harder. I think that might suit Ricky a little bit too. So I think that was -105 Ricky over Xander. I like that play. And the other one I like was DJ over Harman -130. That's on DraftKings too. DJ -130 over Harman. Harman was second or third in the field in putting today. Yeah, he's been playing great, and putting is a lot of what he does, but I just think he's going to find some regression tomorrow. DJ, I watch a lot of him. Some good shots, some bad shots, but I think he's going to get heated up a little bit tomorrow. And I think Harman's a candidate for regression. He has 7 shots on him right now. I think by the end of tomorrow, Harman will not have 7 shots on DJ. So yeah, there's hope DJ makes the cut. He definitely can make the cut. Right now, he's only 1 shot off. You got top 70, and he's teeing off in the morning. So yeah, there's a good chance. I think there's at least a 50% chance he makes the cut. Probably better because you get top 70 in ties, which is a big difference here. So right now, the +2s would be in. He's 1 shot out of that. Same thing for the Louis and Brysons. The only difference is they're going to be in the afternoon. It's going to make it a little bit harder. But I think DJ will have definitely he teeing off early, has a chance to go low. The other bet that I liked, I didn't bet this yet, I'm still considering this, is DJ top best round 2 score of a live player. That's on DraftKings too. He's one of the few that's going off in the morning. The other ones are Answer and Mickelson. So if we really think that 1 shot difference, which I think it's pretty substantial in the morning, him going off in the morning is that big of an advantage, then he's +650 to be the low live round. Brooks, Cam are both in the afternoon. So Neiman, Answer, Mickelson are the 3 guys that are in the morning. But I think DJ's just hitting it better than them. Don't trust Phil. Answer's been playing like shit for a while. And Neiman is all over the place. I think Neiman can have a decent day, but he might be checked out at 7 over. So I think, I think DJ +650 best live round tomorrow is a good bet as well. Homa shocked me. Do I think it'll disappear? I wouldn't say shocked me because it's 1 round of golf. And again, we learned today that doesn't necessarily mean all that much. But I thought he could play all right this week. Let me pull up his stats. He's -3 today. Is he going to win? No. He's not going to win. Is he going to completely eject? Probably not. I think he can. There's a good chance this is going to be and it's not going on a limb saying this is going to be his best major finish, considering what he has very limited major success. But he gained a shot and a half putting today. His approach was pretty good. His off the tee was pretty good. So he putted well too, and he made a couple of longer ones. I don't think he's going to completely fuck off here, but I think he's not going to. I don't think he's going to contend. Spieth also gained a lot of strokes putting. 2 strokes putting for Spieth. The approach was good. Off the tee was okay. But guys who I think are good regression candidates tomorrow are Harman. After the -4 today, I'm not huge on Harman tomorrow. Rosner, I don't know what you can really do with him. There's probably not many good matchups being offered or anything. Oh, Hideki's one who I really think is a regression candidate for tomorrow. He was 6th in putting today, which I do think the slower greens help him, but he's not going to be 6th in putting for long. Tommy was 5th in putting, but the rest of the stats are decent. Off the tee, not as good. Tommy had some bad drives today. I think that could get him in trouble tomorrow. So yeah, that's about Scotty. Yeah, Scotty lost 1.4 strokes putting. You've definitely seen worse from him, but you've seen better as well. Let's see. Some showdown guys I like tomorrow. I like Thunder Bear a lot. He is top 10 in the field in approach. Nakajima, I love that play. I really love that 150 to 1 low second round. You guys got to bet that just in case, because I think that really is a good shot. I like Peters tomorrow, even though he's in the afternoon. I think Rory has a good day tomorrow for sure. I haven't seen Rory's stats yet. Let's see. I think interesting with Rory, that was a huge save on 18 to make that par there. He really needed that, and he got it. But yeah, he was not great stat wise. He was just okay pretty much the entire day, everywhere. Okay at best. The only thing he was really good at was off the tee, which is no surprise. 2 strokes tee to green, lost half a stroke putting, but he's obviously live. He's going to be involved one way or the other, no doubt about that. Reed had a great day off the tee. I was surprised. Reed, yeah, was Reed late today? Yeah, so he'll be in the morning. Yeah, Reed could do it. Reed could definitely do it, but he just doesn't seem like a guy who's going to go low any of these days. Like I can see DJ going -3 +5. I mean, +3 -5, whereas Reed, I think he's going to go -1 -1 -2 +1 and kind of just stick around in the tournament. And that's just the way he does it. So I don't necessarily see him as a low round guy. If there's nothing else for you guys, I mean, those are the bets that I have. Just a quick recap. I got. Oh yeah, Reed's running the first out. That's right. So he's late tomorrow. Yeah, don't love it. The bets I already made: Nakajima 150 to 1. Low round of the day tomorrow. Olesen 110 to 1. Low round of the day tomorrow. Ricky over Xander -105. DJ over Harman -130. Those are the 4, and I'm looking at DJ low live round 2 +650. So that's what I'm looking at. If no one else has any questions, Weasel was he was okay. Struggled off the tee like he usually does. He kind of made things work a little bit. I didn't love him coming into the week. I just didn't think this golf course screamed Cam Smith to me. I think it just requires too much precision, too much off the tee precision, especially, and missing in the right places. And he just finds a way to make it work. He gained 1.7 strokes putting, gained a half shot in approach, lost 3/4 of a shot off the tee. I think he's going to stick around and kind of hang in there. I don't see him making a charge to win the event. Oh, another guy I liked, whether it's showdown, whether it's low round of the day, whether it's even outright play to get back in the mix or a live top 5, whatever, is Lowry. I like the way Lowry hit the ball today. I think obviously a good open player. I think he can kind of he's a guy I can actually see getting involved at that +1. I think the +1 guys are live, and he's one of the ones who I think could get into it. He's gained a shot and a half off the tee, which again is really important. Gained over a shot on approach, lost a little putting, lost a little around the green. Typically not too bad around the green. So crazy enough, Neiman gained 1.3 on approach. He lost off the tee, but he lost 3 strokes around the green and a stroke and a half putting. So it was mostly just around the green, just making a mess of things for Neiman. Nakajima gained over a shot on approach, really good around the green, bad putting. Connors, let's see. Anybody else I wanted to make sure I mentioned? I need Louis to make the cut and Grace to make the cut, which I don't know how great it's looking now, but DJ pick. All right, let's do it. Stenson, how do we feel about Stenson? I don't know. I don't know about Stenson. I mean, I didn't expect him to play poorly today, but +2, he got right back into it. I mean, he's under the cut line as of now. He gained 2.3 strokes on approach. He was just bad off the tee. And I don't know if that was due to his length or due to inaccuracy, probably mostly length. But +2, he's right there. He can certainly make the cut. Scott is another guy who he's playing really well besides that off the tee. I mean, I know he hit the really 2 bad tee shots on 18, which cost him a couple strokes. I think he's going to get back into it, but really just a bad mistake to make on 18 because now he's in the afternoon tomorrow. But I don't think he's done yet. He's 130 to 1 if not on him yet. I don't mind that as an outright play to try to kind of grind his way back in there. Scott versus Day, we do have that +1 each. So even with a terrible 18th, I think Scott still is in position to do that, to play pretty well on that one. Okay, right. Boom, boom, boom. I don't see anything else that I haven't answered yet. DJ pick, let's roll. Nothing else. Oh, someone said, in comparison to your other articles for Majors for Action, how's the number of clicks and likes on this week's debut? Good question. My preview this week was the highest viewed article I've ever written. And I think, thanks to you guys for the support on that. I think the way things, I think people could kind of sense the way things went down with Action. I didn't really, I wasn't the happiest about it. So I think just coming out and supporting me and liking and retweeting and all that stuff and making that article, pop off the way it did, 322 likes, 111,000 views, did really well. So yeah, I was worried you might lose a little bit with the less exposure on that type of website, but just stopping in to say who's winning this week. Victor's winning. Hovland is winning. Sungjae highest round tomorrow. Micro prick. Yeah, that's right. So yeah. Article did great. Preview did great. Everything's going good. Appreciate all you guys stopping by. Let's win some money. Hit that Nakajima 150. I got a gut feeling on that one. We'll see how it goes, though. All right. I'll see you guys later.